two, one. We are live. All right, what's up, y'all? Texas Pete here on the Texas Pete Unfiltered Podcast. This is episode number 3. And this is the first guest I've had on. It's my boy Chris Fine. If y'all don't know Chris Fine, he's been in the game a long time, a little bit of an OG. And yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to say. I'm not going to make it all weird and professional. Me and him are just going to chop it up, cut it up, talk about a little bit of everything, and
Hell yeah.
we'll just go from there, man. What's up, Chris? How are you, bro?
Man, I'm chilling. You know how it is,
I
just
know.
day to day. Got clients that are in shows and
Yeah,
talking to you every morning, seeing your progress into the show.
yeah,
So that's pretty cool, man.
yeah, yeah. If y'all don't know, man, well, yeah, you want to know, but me and Chris, so you in South Carolina, North Carolina,
Yes, I moved to South Carolina, man. I'm at Myrtle Beach.
in Myrtle Beach. That's what. Okay, that's why. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yo, man, I'm trying to do so my boy Turner Riddle, you know Turner Riddle?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's building a place, man, a gym so where all his clients can come out. And I've had a few of my clients come stay in my guest room, and we got a sick gym to go to and train. So it's
Man,
I just made it a bodybuilding vacation spot, man, you know?
I love it, dude. I've been seeing that. I've been seeing you post posing sweat in the garage and y'all
Yeah.
been on the stairs together, the whole nine.
Yeah, man, that posing, man, is a place that I never explored when I was competing, regretfully.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I think a lot of benefit can be learned and utilized a lot of time if you put it into the posing, you know.
Posing is one of those things where, well, one in the off season, right? You're too big and uncomfortable to even want to try to pose. So the only time you
Yeah.
pose is when you're just fucking taking like an Instagram picture or something. And then in prep, in the beginning, you're like, oh, I got time. I'm 16 weeks out. I got time. 12 weeks,
Yeah.
I got time. All right, here we go. Let's start posing. We're, 10 weeks out. And then now you're at where I'm at, 3 weeks out. And
Right,
you're,
right.
you're either in posing shape or you're not. And it's, you know what I mean? Posing's hard. If you ain't posing all the time, man, it is tough, man.
Yeah, yeah. Posing is not meant to be comfortable. It's about
Oh,
contorting your body and having full control as you isometrically contract and open your body to present that look. And
absolutely.
I was always a guy that I thought, oh, I want to be big as fuck, and I'll have muscle people.
Yeah.
As long as I can hold the shots, I'll be good.
Yeah.
And I look back now that I'm not competing, and I reflect on, damn, all the little things that we all fucking talk about. Was I willing to do? The answer is not. So I had to call myself out on it, but then kind of pass that on to my clients of like, hey, if you can be the
Okay.
guy, if you can be the statue on stage and not sucking wind, and you're fucking in the pose and you're holding the pose and
Yeah.
not just holding it, but you're displaying it the best, your best look, your best image to the judges. I
Yeah.
mean, there's got to be said to taking an inch off the waist or flaring the lats out a quarter of an inch.
Absolutely.
And bodybuilding is an illusion, man. So to me, it's an avenue that I've left unexplored that I'm like, damn, I wish I would have fucking got my ass up and posed.
Yeah, no, absolutely, bro. It's and I still there's a couple dudes that hit me up recently to help me out with some posing, and it's hard. Well, one or another, it's hard for me to just even find the time because by the time it's like when I pose, it's either really early in the morning, like after fasted cardio, or I'll run through a couple rounds post training. And both of
Yeah.
those times are inconvenient for me to be like, cool, let me FaceTime you, bro, and we'll run through some posing. So it's like that's what's nice. Y'all, I'm actually having Chris flying to town on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday evening, I'll get there and I'll just be your co-pilot, man,
Yeah, so
you
he's
know?
coming in Wednesday, July 8th with me, and he's gonna stay for 4 days, and we're just gonna eat, sleep, train, and repeat, So he's gonna be that dude with me, after cardio, he's gonna put me through some rounds and
Right.
same for training and all that stuff like that. Because for me, I do kinda need the in-person stuff. I have a hard time like a couple get like my boy Chris Massaro, Chris, he turned pro last year at USA.
Yeah, crazy
Uh,
that.
yeah, crazy back, right? Yeah. So he hit me up saying, "Hey, bro, there's a couple things I'd like to mess with you on." And I feel so bad. Nothing against him. I haven't reached back out to set that up.
Yeah,
Because there's always ways to improve, and when you are at this level, like for instance, like last year with me and Chris Knox, they pulled us out for a 2-man call out, and we
yeah,
ran through more rounds than everybody else. Um, Granted, I was okay. I didn't sweat. I was all right. Not belly. No, well, at least I didn't think I was belly breathing. I didn't get any negative feedback. But
Right on.
you never know, man. What them judges are going to decide to do, and the
Yeah.
last thing you
Yes.
want to fucking do is it come down to the fact that you faded. You know what I mean, or you
Yeah.
breathing with your stomach, and then you lost that show because of that. And Branch instills that in me all the time. He brings that shit up all the time. He said there was a show. It was him and I think it was him and Dexter. I forgot what year it was. Um, but they ran him through like 7 more rounds and they just
Oh yeah.
post and
Hey,
post and
when there's paychecks on the line, I mean, we can talk into that, a little bit of your mentality,
yeah,
being a family man, having kids. I don't experience that, so I can't speak from it. But when you're talking about
not yet.
paychecks, man, a lot of us fall in love with bodybuilding because we love training, or, maybe your backstory is you were an out of shape kid and you want to lose body fat. And I think if you truly love bodybuilding, it's becoming a professional in the manner of training, your diet, your
Yeah,
expertise at your nutrition, and then also, what are we doing when we compete? A guy like me always overlook posing, but it's like I guess if you say wanted to be a professional poser,
yeah.
so maybe that's why I fell short. So I'm like, hey,
Okay, yeah,
if you're really chasing a competitive career, not just doing it as a lifestyle, there's things that add up of like, hey, I need to be a professional, not to be repetitive, but like I need to be professional when I go to the gym. I need to be a professional on my meal timing. I need to be professional on, I don't really want to cheat on my diet because yeah, some guys, I guess, do it, as a hobby and, but if you're trying to, you own a gym now, everything that you do, every rep you put in for your body is a way to, advertise your body, win a bodybuilding competition, get for advertisement. And then obvious reasons is the payout, the return of, hey, now I'm making an income doing this particular consistency day in, day out of bodybuilding.
yeah, yeah.
And you're creating what we all want. We want to make a money and living through the acts of bodybuilding, but
Absolutely.
it's who is willing to, back that talk up of how bad do you really want to do it,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's definitely reality. And that's why this prep for me has been so different from well, not, I mean, really across the board different from a mental state, physical state, the whole nine. But it's like, I, yeah, I'm not a professional bodybuilder yet, right? I'm not getting paid to win a show or nothing like that. But as far
Right.
as me, like my physique, what I present on stage, um, how I carry myself off the stage, on in the gym, outside the gym, everything is like I'm a walking billboard for my brand and UT. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
and coaches. Like, I mean, dude, I go to Walmart and I may typically 9 times out of 10, like somebody comes up to me and starts talking to me about training, and I'll get a coaching inquiry at a fucking Walmart. You know what I mean? It happens
Like
all
that.
the time. Like, and that's because the way we walk and present ourselves, the confidence we carry, and but this prep's definitely been different because it is like this is my livelihood now, and turning pro, yeah, I don't expect, I'm not going to get $1 million paycheck the next day, but there's a high possibility that it does open up more doors and more opportunities for
Yeah.
me and my family. That's what
Yeah. And
me and Branch were just talking about it. He was because there's a supplement company that reached out, and I was just kind of telling him what they had offered, and he was just like, "Man, don't be signing shit until after you turn pro." He's like, "Since a lot of these
yeah.
people," he goes, I don't know about them, like, but he's like, some of these companies will try to get you before you turn pro, before you go big, get you like a 5-year
Yeah.
contract. He said that's what happened to Johnny. He said Johnny got like a 5-year contract. They're only paying him like 3,500 a month, and he started winning shows and shit as a pro, and that price never went up.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's locked in, you know what I mean? So,
Hey,
yeah, so he just said, "Be patient, don't," he goes, "Right now, don't be making no decision, motherfucker." He goes, "Just eat your food and train, don't make no decisions."
hey, 3 weeks out, that's all you should be thinking about, man. Like
Yeah,
what you've done up until now, and then just fine tuning it and letting the
that's
stress
it.
roll off your back
That's
and being
it.
a robot. That's all it's about,
Yeah.
man.
That's what we were, I called him because I was like, just asking him, kind of bouncing some different ideas off of him about like what we should do these next few days, if we should adjust anything supplement wise. I was looking at some different things. Kind of like there's not a whole lot left. You see all my picks and shit before. There's not a whole
Yeah.
lot left, But I was like, well, maybe we bumped the T3 because I got some labs done, and
Yeah.
my T3 is still not like it's not like crazy hyper. It's not like over, hyper.
That's because you're so fucking lean. Your shit is like your
Yeah,
shit's like, I don't need to produce no thyroid. I
yeah,
fucking slowed its
bro.
metabolism down a little bit.
So I'm like, maybe on these low days, say so it's, instead of 25 micrograms, we bumped to 37. Kind of run through the food a little bit more, and he's like, "Nah, he's like, don't change nothing, bro."
Man,
He goes, we're,
you get you start getting into the thyroid, which to the point where you can't slow the metabolism down.
exact,
You
yep,
know, people run into getting flat. I actually like to a guy who's as peeled as you because your water manipulation, a little bit of glucose, glycogen, and some sodium away from stepping on stage.
pretty
But
fast.
it's like I like to almost kind of lower that thyroid so it doesn't take as much food because when you're 1,000 card guy. When you get up to that 1,500 grams of carbs, can the stomach or can the body
Eat it.
digest it? Yes, but then you get the distension of the gut. So it's like
Absolutely.
pull, pull. You're already fucking lean enough, and you're
Yeah,
not gonna fucking lose it in 3 weeks. What can you do to now you play to your strengths? Your legs have grown this year. You need to keep them full.
that's yeah,
You when you're 267, 269, as opposed to 261 to 263, you're a lot rounder. So
yeah,
it's like,
yeah,
man, your look is
yeah.
it's gonna be very, very fucking competitive, man.
I'm excited, man. I think this morning was a really good look coming off the back end. Well, I did the two. I mean, yesterday most would consider it a high day too. It was like we did like 650 carb. The 2 days before that was 1,000, and I was
But you're not changing sodium and or water on those days, eh?
they're saying,
So you have to like there's that understanding of like there might be a little spill, but it's not the time to pull it all the way back,
yeah,
right?
yeah, I don't think so. You know what I mean? I think we're not doing that as like mock loading or nothing like that. Obviously, you get some data and kind of see the scale, what the scale says as far as like translated to a look, but they're more so just kind of taught me off and realized that I really wasn't spilled even being 268, 269. I think I probably have to be about 271 or so to really be spilled. Uh,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
for,
I'm trying to visualize your
I
pictures
know.
as we speak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But I feel good going into it, bro. I think at this point now, it's just kind of just matter of just continuing what we're doing, and
That's all it is.
you know what I mean. It's just I'm just getting. I mean, I'm not really anxious, but it's definitely like I'm like ready to go. I'm like,
They always say, under 4 weeks is it tests you if you really love bodybuilding or not, and especially 3 weeks where you're like, "Fuck, I gotta keep training hard. I got 1 more week after this until I fucking start loading up." So it's, right now, man, if you can be present, you're living the fucking top of your life right now, man,
yeah, absolutely,
you know? So it's
absolutely.
pretty cool,
That's
pretty
what
cool.
I told myself this morning, dude. Because yesterday was fucked. I just was energy just bad. That was the first like I'm like driving. I drove up to Metroflex Plano. It's like 45, 50 minutes. I left my belt there, so it's, whatever. But driving up there and typically like I don't know about you, but like when you have a little bit of a drive to the gym, it's a good time to get like fired up. You start getting
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, right. That's
yeah, man.
that's like my me time to kind of get after it mentally.
Fuck yeah.
And yesterday I was just like dreading it, bro. I was like, man, I don't even want to fucking go up here. And
And then you fucking end up pulling what, 675 for fucking triples, bro.
triples. And but the reason the reason I did that, that was on Branchman to say, he's like, dude, you gotta fucking quit. No more fucking, no more deadlifts and stuff or whatever. And
Nah, man.
but I was like, man, the reason I did it is just like I was mad at myself for like having that mindset, that negative mindset. Like it's like
Yeah,
I've been here before. Being tired is nothing. Like it's just fucking part of the game. But
right.
I was so mad that I was being so negative. I was like, bro, it's like life is so good.
Yeah.
I almost feel I feel like pathetic when I'm like like I'm having a bad day like that. I'm like, really? Is it really that bad, dude? Or are you just being a
Yeah, we're a lot the same in that way, but I think as you mature and get wiser, you're more aware, as opposed to letting that emotion override who you truly are and who you truly want to be.
yeah,
So like being aware, acknowledging it, like understanding all the variables. Yeah, gonna have some days where you feel like shit, but
yeah,
that's where those I will promise you, man, being on the other side, those are always the days you look back and you're like, God, I was in the shower crying over fucking like nothing. Or
Never.
man, I was doing cardio and I just kind of told myself I didn't want to be here. And then
Yeah.
boom, you're on the other side of it. You're eating food. You're like, oh, I can't wait to get after it again. That shit was
Yeah.
if
It's
you're
back and forth.
a bodybuilders fucking know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
You know?
absolutely. Yeah, because like this morning, I was like, man, I woke up ready to go. Like great morning this morning.
Oh yeah.
Cardio was a breeze. Posing rounds were smooth. Happy with the look. Like, and now today's been a good day. It's just prep's just up and down like that. You never really know, and
It's always gonna be like that.
it's just
Always will.
what it is. No matter how many times you do this, it's
Yeah.
it's weird, bro. But
So going into that 675, man.
yeah,
What are you thinking at that point? Just I gotta fucking move this, or are you thinking, I want to pull and fucking lift my back? Like, are you calling on energy of completely numbing the body and going through the motions to demand the workload to be done? Like, where does where does your mind go? Like, it could even tap into what we touched on briefly before of,
yeah,
and I got a lot riding on this set right here.
mm,
If I do these reps, I know that the risk versus reward, that payout will allow my body to respond. And then
yeah,
like where does your mind go, man, when you're got the music in the headphones,
yeah, yeah,
you're 3 weeks out, you got fucking 7 plates on the bar, and you're like, I guess this is competitive bodybuilding. There's a time to fucking handle your motherfucking business
yeah.
and then get the job done. So like, where does your mind go, bro?
Man, so a lot of the times on shit like that, it's like, I would say it's like that "fuck you" mentality, you know? I'm I'm so competitive, dude, and that's why I've been talking about it. I'll just whatever. I'm like, obviously, I'm friends with these dudes that I'm getting on stage with,
Of
both
course.
of 'em.
Respect is always
Yeah,
there
respect is
first and
there,
foremost.
absolutely. But, like, in my head, I'm like, I start telling myself, like, shit like yesterday, like, "These motherfuckers think they're gonna come beat me." It
For sure.
they're not, you're not, they have no idea what it's about to be standing next to them on stage, and I know it's bodybuilding, dude, this ain't UFC, like, I 100% get it, but, like, if you're a bodybuilder and you've been at this level, then you understand, and,
100%.
I put so much into this, man. I put so much into this. I left my police career, to do this, to pursue this full time, and not just from, like, the coaching and the gym owning standpoint, but, like, in reality, selfishly, competitive bodybuilding is where my love and my passion is. So that's where like I'm trying to take this shit as far as I can.
Fuck yeah.
I'm trying to
Oh, yeah.
trying to be the fucking next Texas Titan. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, you keep that fucking mentality,
yeah,
man, it's gonna go a lot farther than, "Oh, I gotta make sure that I train my back." So,
yeah,
when there's a lot more riding on it internally, man,
yeah,
I feel what you're
and that
saying. That's why I asked that question because
yeah,
I don't think a lot of guys maybe watching are gonna view this podcast,
yeah,
go into the training with, "Hey, I'm here now. I don't give a fuck about after the gym. I'm putting it on the line now,
yes,
today."
absolutely,
A
bro.
a lot of guys, I think, and I would love to influence where people can change their
Yeah,
perspective of going to the gym of, "Oh, shit, it's after work. I just gotta run in here and get this back done, and then I gotta go to the grocery store."
yeah, hell no,
I think there's a lot of chips, man. I think there's a lot of fucking chips left on the table
man.
when you, go into the gym like that. But anyway, man, I appreciate you sharing that,
Oh yeah, that's absolutely, that's a good point. You see it a lot from the coaching standpoint too when you deal with athletes, so many different athletes, and you can tell who trains and who works out. You know what I mean? There's a difference.
That's right.
Yeah, there's a big difference. But yeah, that's my biggest thing. It's just the thing. Like, you're not gonna stop me from achieving this goal. And yeah, I mean, I put my family through way too much, and they make my kids miss out on dad these last few weeks, and I'm checked out. And it's not like I choose to be checked out. I don't have the energy, the mental capacity to be there like that. I take them to the movies. I do things that I can, which years ago that wasn't the case. When I first got into bodybuilding, I was not doing anything like that, bro, because I just couldn't. I was not mature enough. But you get
Right.
to the point where you've done this long enough, you can still get away with doing some stuff, and but like so yeah, I just think of all that, man, just all that. It's not just a set to me. There's so much
Yeah.
more behind that actual set.
And I love that about you, man. And
Yeah,
don't ever fucking change that up, bro.
yeah,
Don't ever
absolutely.
change that. That's gonna take you far, very far in your
Yeah,
career, man.
yeah. No, for sure, man. I don't know, but man, if y'all don't know Chris, so Chris don't he's technically I I don't even I feel dumb saying you're technically not bodybuilding anymore, but Chris is on the stair mill every day at like 4 a.m. still doing fasted cardio and
I love it, man. I love it, man.
crazy, bro.
Why why all right, man. This is the way I see it. For like
Yeah,
when I'm not gonna get too deep into my story because it really doesn't fucking matter.
yeah,
But like when I'm kind of like you, man. Like I was gonna go to the military, but I didn't. So I opened a gym up and it was, hey, make this gym work, train people, coach people,
yeah,
fucking sell memberships. And then that was my 20s. And then it was, oh shit, like it took me 12 years to place at the national level. And then I got hurt. So I was like, man, but once I got into that chase, it kind of, and then whenever I didn't have the ability to train kind of how we love to train like that, would I recommend switching the technique once you build, like I was 290 pounds at my biggest
crazy.
I'm 5'8.5",
What? I mean, yeah,
yeah, 5'8.5", and I was 290. But anyway, long story short, man, I love it. It's like I never reckon. Ronnie says I love it, but then when you're younger, you all man, it's hard. I'm eating no carbs. I'm training. I'm having to perform when there's not so much food, or I'm in the off season. I don't have the muscle yet, so I have to eat enough to morph my body. I'm not a genetic freak, so whenever there's like all these things, and then you get that shit kind of taken away from you, and now I have the ability, maybe not at a high level, to just go through the walks of bodybuilding. I worked my whole life, had a vision of my whole life of how can I make money pursuing and helping others, with their structure in their day to bodybuild, man. So like, yeah, some days it's hard. Some days you don't wanna fucking wake up, but like when you get up, you put your fucking sweats on and you go and you get your sweat, you get a liter and a half in, and it's 4 a.m. It makes me feel alive, man, because
yeah.
I'm not chasing that smelling the tan. I'm fucking show day. I get to compete with my peers. Like that fires me up, man.
Oh, yeah,
And so not having that chase, but knowing that, hey, man, it was always the love of like, I feel good, like I was always told my dad when I was younger, man, all I want to do is be able to afford to eat a bodybuilding diet. That's all I want to do is be able to have the clean food. So now that I've, have my finances under control, why would I choose to do any other reason rather than the path that I love? You
yeah.
know what I mean? So
It's crazy, and
I
people. It's so hard for people, I think, to understand that, man.
I love it. I mean, shit, don't get me wrong, but there's days where if I fucking don't want to do it, or
Oh, of
man,
course, of course.
maybe I should take an off day, or man, fuck, like that shit smells good. But man, when you have like that awareness and that control of like what you do consume, put your body through, I just fucking love it, man. Like you said, that drive to the
Yeah,
gym, bro, I want to take it till I die, bro. I
lit
don't want to fucking that 30-minute drive to the
yeah,
gym where you
yeah,
put music, sipping pre-workout. I'm usually voice noting fucking motherfuckers. Yo, get on your
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go. It lights me. If I'm not living like that, man, I don't want to be here, bro. That's real, man.
Yeah, man, absolutely. What and
Yeah.
that it was funny is, like, I remember that shit driving to the gym as a teenager, bro, being hyped up like that, and I'm still the same way.
Yeah.
16 years later, it's still the same fucking
It,
wood, man.
it's fun, man. It's a
There's
release.
nothing like that does that for me.
Yeah, it's almost a time of meditation, man, where you just like, man, I can't worry about my bills. I can't worry about nothing else. I got this fucking bum ass shoulder, but I'm about to get to work. You know what I mean?
Well, so, okay, so because I know you'd be eating, like, you eat clean, clean,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you using just mustard and shit, bro, it's crazy, but anyway,
yeah.
uh, are you not allowing yourself off-plan meals? Like, what does that look like?
So, man, so for me, I mean, it's just weird talking about your goals when it's not like I want to fucking win a bodybuilding show. when you
You're good, bro, but yeah.
when you're like, oh, I wanted to lose 20 pounds to feel better. It's kind of like, all right,
Oh, I didn't even
motherfucker.
think about that, yeah.
Yeah.
Different.
So I wanted to, like when you're in that 6 to maybe 10 weeks out where you're just mowing through food,
Oh, yeah.
and you're like that was
Uh,
always a place that I rushed because in my head I was like, if I'm not breaking myself 4 weeks out, or if I'm not full blown in off season, I'm not making progress.
yeah, there's
So
no between.
as a competitive bodybuilder, you kind of you look for those because like, hey, I'm pushing myself to morph my body.
Yeah,
This isn't body maintaining, is bodybuilding. But so I got my weight down. I lost 20 pounds, and now I doubled my carbs, and I'm adding fat back into my diet. So my food intake is a lot higher at a lesser body weight, and so that's where I'm at.
Yeah, yeah.
But man, I love it. I love a no carb day though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You're crazy, bro.
But I do so like guilty pleasure, man. I'll have burgers. I like to do a lot of homemade cooked shit. I'll do
Good,
sushi,
bro. Yeah, you need
but
to, man.
I just don't really give a fuck about it because I have to be honest. If we're being honest, this is you, my boy, bro. We keep it real.
Absolutely.
I look back at my bodybuilding career and I say, damn, could I have followed my off season a little bit better?
Okay.
You know, when prep hit, it was game on because it's like, all right, now I got to go under those lights. So I'm not gonna be fucking dumb. I'm
Yeah.
not missing a beat. But if in the off season it was, man, I don't really want to eat this chicken and rice, but I'm gonna go get that Chinese chicken
That's
and rice,
Chinese.
or
Absolutely, bro. Yeah.
and I don't have the genetics to do that, so I always got fucking fat as shit. I
Yeah.
was full blown. But now when it's like, hey, this is your kind of
Good.
only option to keep your body in shape, you kind of just love it, bro, a little bit more. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess it's not punishment. I just, man, I really do enjoy eating. I like to eat, bro. I'm a fucking food addict, bro.
Mhm.
So if I had no fucking control, it would be a pound of chicken and a pound of potatoes every
Yeah.
meal. But
Yeah.
I can't do that. So the way to do it is eat a lot of fucking clean food and just do a bunch of cardio.
Yeah.
So probably not the best for competitive bodybuilding at
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
but it's kind of my happy place, man. Like the early morning cardio, eating clean and
Absolutely.
keeping my sleep, man. And it keeps me sharp, man. It allows me to, right now I'm going around collecting gym equipment, don't know when the fuck that's gonna turn around, but I'm enjoying the process of,
Hell
hey, let's get up at fucking 3 o'clock. Let's go. I'm going to Virginia tomorrow.
yeah,
So
bro. Crazy. The
yeah, man, I love it,
you
man. I
made it.
love it. And
You made such a good.
just like you, bro, you training. It's like
Yeah.
you love fucking bodybuilding, bro. You get it,
Yeah. Yeah. Made a good point, man, about the off season and just making small like food swaps like that.
Yeah.
That's such a bad rabbit hole to go down, dude. I've been there. This is the first off season I said like I didn't go there. It was also the hardest off season I've ever had
Yeah.
because trying to eat, you know, 7,000 calories of actual clean food every day is fucking
And,
hard, bro.
and when you're doing that, like when you're really pushing it to the extremes of like, hey, I'm trying to be a fucking freak with what I got here.
Yeah.
You don't really crave shit food in the off season.
You
Like
don't, yeah.
you're craving a damn, can I fucking lower the food for a week just to get my body back,
I would say it all the time, bro. I wish I could just not eat today. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you get to that point. But I think a lot of guys just start chasing that scale and they just like, oh, I could just swap this out. Or, it's the same calories. That's been like a thing, since that kid Sam Sulek popped up, right? It's like calories, it doesn't
Oh,
matter what it is, a macro is a macro, whatever. I don't know. I can't agree with that. I think the quality of the food matters.
it's all, man, you're a created player.
Yeah.
And what you do with your time on this earth, if you choose competitive bodybuilding, there's gonna be somebody like I always bring up Nick.
Yeah.
People be like, "Oh, you fanboy Nick, this Nick." I'm like, Nick is just the epitome of like
And
he's a bodybuilder, man. And I think like not to just go off on one person, but like when you really want to compete to fucking earn an income or create that passion when you were 16 years old and you're like, man, I don't know if I could ever be a professional bodybuilder, but I'm a fucking try. And when you really, really sit back and you have the maturity to be like, every fucking thing I do, every decision I make is what is going to create this creative player where I put it on stage
yeah,
and either I'm gonna get critiqued and then go back into the drawing board and your daily life, your career, your family, your whatever the case is going on, that has to be just a controlled environment. Because think about it, man, when you were in the military, when you were a cop, you're trying to compete against guys who already have the contracts. You're competing against guys who have 10 years as professional bodybuilders who live
yeah.
the day in, day out. So it's like, do you really think that hey, I'm gonna have some Chinese chicken and I'm gonna get it in after the work and I'm gonna go hang out with this chick and go to this concert? I mean, to some people, man, don't miss out on that. Like, dude, to me, or if I'm like really trying to chase a goal, if I have a fucking goal, man, none of that other shit matters besides like accomplishing that goal, man.
And honestly, bro, like I don't know, like that. I don't really enjoy that. either. You know what I mean? I enjoy
Nah, I don't like that.
I
I'd rather
enjoy
sleep,
my
bro.
routine. Anytime I do something like that, it's because like Nancy enjoys it, and I know
Yeah, yeah,
she's gonna enjoy it.
yeah. Play in the park. Play in the park. You know.
Me, I could honestly like not do anything and just bodybuild, and I'll be happy. You know what I mean?
That's like we got to go to July 4th, man. Happy 4th, by the way.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, like I got all my shit packed to go to the pool. I'm like, my choice. If I was fucking not to compare it 3 weeks
yeah.
out, I'm not going out sitting in that heat. I'm sitting here, my ass
Hot,
here.
bro.
But now I'm playing the part, man. My happy place is laying in my motherfucking bed
Yep.
at 7 o'clock and then getting to bed at 8:39, waking up and doing my routine.
Yeah.
That is the life that I prayed for. Why would I be mad about that now? You know?
That's what I'm saying. It's not
I
even
love that.
people are like, "Man, how," that's a hard question, right? You probably get all the time. It's like, how do you stay so locked in all the time, or how do you stay motivated? It's like I never know how to answer it because it's like I don't I this is just what I like to do. It's not
Yeah,
it's,
yeah,
I don't have to be motivated to eat my 6 meals a day. That's just what I it's just what I do. I don't know
yeah.
how to not.
Passion
Yeah,
passion will fucking reveal itself, you know?
man.
I had a guy ask me that, he goes, "Man, you're always on go." I'm like, "No, I'm always on go when I need to, because,
There you go.
like, if I don't get it done, I'm not who am I gonna turn to?" You know? I don't
Yeah,
it's me and my fucking fiancé and my dog, that's it, you
that's
know?
it,
Like,
bro.
I wanna hold myself to a standard, and see, man, I also not to go on a tangent, please cut me, but if you start fucking moving with a standard, a vision, whatever you wanna label it, for
Yeah,
lack of a better term, you'll start to see other people who are kinda in that same wavelength of like, "Damn, this guy's pretty locked in. He don't go out and he don't party. Okay, this dude over here is he owns $1 million business, and damn, this guy's in fucking shape. This guy's 56 years old and he's shredded." Dude, that doesn't happen by fucking accident.
straight up.
You know,
Yeah,
it doesn't happen by fucking trying or, "Man, I really just want it." Happens by just fucking doing it. And
bro.
like you said, in the off season, we all get fucking lazy, but it's the guys who can call themselves on their own shit and
Yeah,
get it back together, string that time along,
yeah.
and then that's when you start to create shit that you never thought that was possible, man.
Yep,
And that's the only fucking motivation I need to get me up in the morning,
that's it,
man.
bro. Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I don't know. I think people overthink this stuff too as they're getting into bodybuilding, and it's like it's not all that difficult, man. And obviously, like social media, that definitely doesn't help. All
Yeah,
the
yeah,
like, man, I heard some dude the other day. He was talking about his like, he's going over supplements, his full day eating, blah blah. But he's on like 10 different peptides, man. Like on top of
yeah,
it, and I'm just like, why? Like why? But this is what people are saying. This is what these kids are saying.
yeah.
And that's why these peptide companies are blowing up, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I just signed with somebody 2 days ago, and it's a good deal. I'm actually really
Yeah. Hey, I would everybody knows I have my fair share to say and talk about shit about peptides,
I
but
know,
I
man.
I think it's the new I think but it's not a replacement. You know what I mean? It's
No,
not a replacement. But
no.
to feed into that, man, peptides, I was just sitting here thinking, I was gonna ask you, what's your favorite cream of rice flavor?
Ooh, from Flavor Gang,
Like, yeah, because I know you be eating that, right?
man, boy, I like right now the Goobies pieces. It's like the Reese's, bro.
You Your ass would like that Reese Pieces.
Man, I just ordered because so that when you first start with them, I guess like this don't matter. I mean, when you first start with them, because I just signed or whatever you want to call it with them like I guess a month ago, and all you don't get anything up front. Are you up
Yeah.
front? You don't even get commission. You nothing. You get your code, and then if you sell $500 worth of product, then you get $75 in store credit is what it is, right?
Okay, hell yeah, yeah, that's
And
what's up.
then if you sell 1,000 or 1,500 in product, then you get moved up, and then at that point you get 15% commission. So you get commission,
Yeah.
you get $150 a month of product. Well, I
Use
hit that.
Pete's code,
Yeah, yeah.
motherfucker.
So I hit that right away. I hit that in the first month. I sold over like $2,000 worth of cream rice,
Well, yeah.
and so they what you call it. So yeah, I got like $150 in store credit. So I went and ordered all kinds of fucking cream rice yesterday, bro.
See, this is my point. Like, not I'm not
Yeah,
hey, this is a new way, eat your cream of rice. But when we got into it, shit, 15, 16 years ago, it was plain oatmeal. Like you could use some stevia, some cinnamon,
Oh,
and some salt because the mindset was you just need to get 50 grams of carbs out of this oatmeal. Can you digest it? Will you get the little
yeah.
micronutrients, the complex carb, the fiber, or does it cause bloating? Let's switch it to
Yeah.
a rice and then on to the next. That's where, like, when you said the Instagram, people would try to overcomplicate it. Man, if you ain't got a motherfucking flavored cream of rice or this intra workout or you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, the
it's
actual workouts are crazy, but,
it's like, man, I see people, "Hey, I'm trying this flavor today. I'm trying this flavor today. I'm trying." Like, man, what if you took
Go
that
me, bro.
same enthusiasm and just
Yeah.
loved the workout a
Yeah,
little bit more,
yes.
you know?
I know, man. I got spoiled too. Cause I was, I did like the orange box shit or like rice. You can buy rice
Yeah,
flour, like plain rice flour. It's the same shit.
yeah.
Uh,
Hey,
yeah.
shout out Flavor Game, though. That sweet pappy sauce is fucking
Oh my
banging, bro.
god,
Yeah,
bro.
it's just banging.
Yeah, that's what we got. We keep that locked and loaded. Right now,
What's the
I
lime
think
chili what's the one? Chili lime too?
yeah. They
That's
got
just
that
banging.
one. They got I don't even know all the names. It's the
That lime one on beef is
it's
crazy.
good.
But anyway, hey, I cut you off, my
No,
fault.
you're good. No, but I'm hooked on the flavor game, bro. I was with Pride Foods. That's who, but they was like super. I had like no following. It was really nothing. I was just like an ambassador.
Yeah.
Anybody can do that, And then but they're not as good as this flavor gang shit, bro. Flavor gang,
Green
this isn't a
TP.
plug. This is for real. It's good.
Hey,
But I will say, like on my low days, like today, like so I get 2 meals like that, and I only have 75 grams. So for me, that's not shit. Like,
that's a tease, bro.
yeah. So what I do is I do half oats, half cream of rice though, because
Uh,
the cream of rice.
I was saying you are a dope guy. I didn't know you were a dope guy.
Yeah, that shit will plow right through me, bro. I'll go hypo on just like the straight a little bit of cream of rice like that. So
Yeah,
I do split it up. But I get, I'm
man.
I did some pancakes the other day, like for my high day, made like cream rice pancakes. You can make waffles and muffins and shit. I haven't gotten into all that yet, but like you see
So
Jordan
you,
Isaacson be doing all that.
if you just do cream of rice on your low days, you go hypo.
I will, yeah. Like for it's not my pre-workout meal, but post the my first meal, like after cardio, if I just
Yeah.
eat that within like 30, 45 minutes, my blood sugar, yeah,
That just shows you how, so like obviously your glycogen is probably depleted
yeah,
and you probably burn through that so fast. Your metabolic response is
bro, it's
crazy.
crazy. It's crazy.
So man, I like shit like that, talking about bodybuilding at that level of
Oh
like,
yeah.
man, what does this guy need specifically for like the insulin response and glycemic
Oh
index of this carb to where it shuttles into the muscle, doesn't
man.
spill, gets metabolized through, bro. That's when it's fun, not just, hey, take some moxie.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. And that's man, that's a different eh, I don't know. There's a science to it, bro. There's absolutely a science to it in a way.
I
I'm
mean, when you're coaching people, you're thinking, "Oh shit, this guy's hypo. Like, okay, maybe the fucking cream of rice glycemic is too quick for this guy, so I
yeah,
don't want him to, drop, but I don't want to give him more carbs. So boom, let's switch it to oatmeal." Like people, I don't think they think about it that way either. You know?
yeah, oatmeal, sweet potato, different things like that. Oats are good though. I do like oats, especially because now like the protein flavors are so good, bro. I mean,
Yeah.
you put protein powder in with your oats. I mean, it's good as hell. You know what I mean? Are you mix your shit in, or what do you do
Say what?
for your oats? Oh no, you don't really. You're not a protein powder guy, are you?
I'm a post-workout. Post-workout.
Yeah,
I Yeah, I do post-workout. If I have guys, man, I hate to be like, if I have guys,
yeah,
if someone just can't get the fucking calories in, I'll do a pre-workout or I'll do it for their meal one to get it in, but then I'll tell them I want a solid meal at least 90 minutes after you get it in as a meal one if you don't like to do fucking egg whites. But
yeah.
I think there's a purpose. I think, yeah, I do 3 scoops post workout with a little bit of glutamine, arginine, and citrulline.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
You get a lot of people that come and ask how, or they'll come and tell you, like, "Hey, I train fasted, like, when should I eat?" or whatever, or "What should I do?" Do you get that shit?
yeah. I mean, dude,
What's your opinion on training fasted?
I would never do it.
Never do it.
I would never
You
train
never
fasted. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. If I was trying to build as much muscle as possible, be a competitive
Yes.
bodybuilder,
Yes.
yeah, I would never fucking do that. You know, you can, you're not gonna have fully hydrated, cells. You're not gonna have fully glycogenated cells. You're not gonna be the body's not gonna be woken up enough. Like, I'm huge in sleep patterns. Like, if you're not a genetic anomaly, no, I just wouldn't. We don't need to go down a rabbit hole, but nah, fuck no, I wouldn't. I would just tell them. I'd be like, you, I just don't know. I really would probably just say, I don't know if, competitive bodybuilding is for you, but if
Yeah.
you want to try it, you can do the best you can with what you're going to
Yeah.
give yourself. But, I wouldn't advise that,
I just don't get
you
it,
know?
bro. I don't even know what, like, well, one, I wake up hungry. I wake up hungry, bro. I'm not. I don't
Yeah.
want to just. And two, I mean, really, hydration is a big thing too. They don't realize how most of the people asking this question probably don't hydrate enough throughout the day and fucking general, and then they're gonna sleep all night and get up and go train dehydrated.
How much do you fluctuate from your nighttime weight to when you wake up fasted?
Like 5 pounds.
Dude, I fluctuate 10 and I'm lighter than you.
Holy shit!
Yeah, but I'm softer than you too, though. Like, carry way more body fat than you, though. So, so that's not much for you, but yeah, for me, about nine. I say 10, but to round it off, but about nine.
I'm quite a bit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy, man.
But well, like so, like the my compromise is always like, all right, you can have your post workout shake with like 2 rice cakes or a banana, whatever I have them eating post workout. You can have that and then go train. You know what I mean? Or but it's like
Yeah,
get out.
you gotta have something, man. I mean, dude, you can sit there and formulate a plan to fit their fucking routine the best you can, as opposed to, oh, you train fasted, like, let's do a high carb meal at night and then fucking try to
All
get,
that.
like, dude, now you're compromising to try to just give this person what they want, bro. If you're serious about competitive bodybuilding, you'll find a schedule that allows you not to train fasted, you know?
Plain simple. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Get up earlier.
So, like, yeah, banana and fucking orange juice and protein are cool, but that if you're just trying to scrape by, like, but dude, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to buy into people's journeys when that's is the depth that they're willing to give themselves. You know what I mean?
Fudge, yeah.
Yeah. But when you get people that are like, I'll do whatever the fuck you tell me to do, man, it shows. It always shows. It always
Yeah,
shows, bro. You know?
absolutely.
So
You come across some weird stuff, bro. Lately, I've been having not issues, but like clients like. So I use the app, right? And I put their food in the app, and the app, it's just like drop down boxes of food, right? So chicken breast, rice, green beans, olive oil, whatever.
yeah, that's cool.
And it's a structured meal plan. It's not macros. They give macros. The macros aren't like spot on. They're not just not going to be perfect with some of this shit, right? So like,
Right.
I had a client the other day, like, hey, um, and it says NutriCost whey protein isolate, 2 scoops. Uh, but I bought this one, and uh, 2 scoops would have an extra gram of fat in it. Like, is that okay? Or blah blah blah. But I'm like, in the notes I put on there, any whey protein isolate is fine. Any brand is fine.
Yeah. Sometimes these guys,
I'm like,
because some kind, so I honestly truly believe guys aren't wired. Kind of our personalities are just like, hey, tell me what to do. I'll do it. I'll check in. Like, I probably talked to Dave Palumbo on the phone 4 times in 10 years, but I didn't need to. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It was semi the point. These guys now who are still trying to learn who they are and what they want to do with this
yeah.
process, they just want to talk to you, man.
That's what.
They're like,
Oh,
damn, this guy is fucking a machine and he is doing this at a higher level than me. Let me just pick his brain and maybe, I mean,
that's what, bro.
we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they just don't fucking
Yeah, and
never, you know what I mean?
his response after I said, just have your 2 scoops, man. Just it's all good,
Yeah.
whatever.
That's like, I
He's
mean,
like,
I had some guys come down here to the beach recently and, okay, so these guys who have came this time, 3 of them, they're more of, like, my friends, so
yeah,
I can be like, "Hey, dude, get your shit on, like, let's go. Why the fuck are you sleeping in? Like, let's go." And, what I've noticed was just kinda "Hey, bro, at least I get my meals in by the end of the day." So hey, we're talking about 3 guys that don't have the genetic gifts that a Keon do, and you're just I get my meals in at the end of the day. So, like, it might have came across as harsh, but it's just like I as their coach, have to make them, be aware of, "Hey, what you're doing has gotten you this far, but I will guarantee and I'll die in this fucking bed
Yeah.
if you tighten that meal timing up and you tighten that wake up call up and you tighten that bedtime up, you'll probably get a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking promising you leaps and bounds of
Yeah.
growth,
Yeah.
but again, so and a lot of people who aren't really like you're a competitive fucking bodybuilder. You're gonna take any fucking constructive criticism, apply it or deny it based on what you need
Absolutely.
because you want to be better. You know the payout. You know what's involved. You know how much time you've invested in this.
Yeah.
Somebody who's really not bought into their own process usually takes that of a as a well, man, I'm trying. What do you mean? Like, it's just here to help you, bro. That's all I'm here is
Oh,
just to help you,
yeah. Yeah.
you know?
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah. Absolutely, bro. That's another thing I don't like. I was listening to I always forget his name. Nick. Well, it's Nick, his new coach, and that Andy classic guy Andy. Uh,
yeah, I've not watched that podcast
it's
yet.
okay. Like it's good. It's just I don't like that their screen's not set up to see all their faces, so it's like one at a time. It's kind of weird.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Hey, they like us, man. They just out here free balling too.
yeah, they absolutely, bro. Yeah. Uh, they don't. They were Nick uses no sauces, and then
Yeah.
and that coach pulls all sweeteners like 2 weeks out. Is that something
As
you've done?
as you should, man.
Really?
You know,
You do that?
I had a girl, Connie, I post about her all the time,
Yeah.
and she was 129, 131, 129, okay, boom, 127, low, 128, 127. I was like, all right, man, let's tighten up your salt. Let's like not in a harsh like, hey man, you need to fucking be tracking this. I said, let's start to really calculate your salt. Let's minimize the sauces as much as possible. I said you can do 3 grams. That's like dab, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's down 3 pounds, and it has allowed me to give her more food now, and where
Okay.
her metabolism is at a point where she's not loading. She's just 124, 124, 124, but she's eating. Every time that she was doing the sauces or extra sauerkraut on limit, it's like she was getting a 3 pound rebound, 3 pound rebound. I was like, man, she's not burning through this food. So I do believe I will stand on that hill of, artificial sweeteners and shit like that maybe at the micro fraction impact on your gut health and your digestive tract, but we're talking about trying to win a show with what we're presenting with our body. Yeah, you better believe, like,
Yeah.
and that's what
Yeah. Yeah.
the guys who don't have the genetics better be willing to do every fucking thing they can if they want to win. And if you don't have that winner's mentality,
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever going to be there. And you can do the bodybuilding and it's not negative. I mean, this gets interpreted as he's an asshole. He thinks he's hardcore. It's like, nah, man, my thrill is getting my hand raised and fucking winning.
Yeah.
My thrill is like, bro, do you know, bro, you smoked me last year. You know, if I fucking beat you, how much shit I was gonna talk to you
Oh
out of love? I was gonna be like, damn, you let this fucking crippled ass motherfucker come up there. But because I know you can be way better than I could even fucking imagine. So it lights me up. It
yeah.
excites me to be like, man, I don't want to overstep, but damn, I want to try to like not even help or push, but I want to just bring awareness and test this guy. Turner Riddle I'm gonna bring him up again. He used to do that to me and be like, Chris, you posing? Fuck you, Turner. Like, I'm fucking super heavyweight. You're a middleweight motherfucker. And like,
Yeah.
but I was think about him in my training. I'm like, oh, I'm a fucking not posing, Turner. All right, here, I got bigger legs than you,
That's
motherfucker.
good.
And I know Turner would smoke me on the lower half. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, that's my competitive nature. I love to talk shit. I come from a athletic background, so it's all that push each other, shit on each other, and fucking at the end of the day, you're hugging it out, and you're like, "Hey, man,
Absolutely.
you made me a fucking better bodybuilder. You made me literally compete at the USA's because I was like,
Yeah.
man,
For
I wanna step up against this dude who's willing to put 500 pounds in his fucking hand." You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. You were gonna do
So
the Americans.
yeah, I was, man, and I was like, "Nah, man." Like I knew. I said, "I this is it." you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just gonna fucking do it. But like, I didn't know anybody at the North Americans or who was doing it. So I used you as I
Yeah.
ain't missing. I'm gonna fucking try to put 400 in my hands again. I'm like, that and got smoked, but damn, at least I sit there and I pat you on the back,
You
motherfucker. You
came in
know,
shape, bro. You got shape fast for it.
it's flat as fuck, man. I was flat as fuck.
What,
But
how many years did you compete?
shoot, I competed at the team national. My first show was 2009, bro. So
Damn, dude.
two that I have a weird competitive history, man. 2009, I won a team class. Then I was like, oh, I want to just compete against the best. So I went to remember Nick Medici and Cody Lewis?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so that 2010 Teen Nationals got 6 out of 8.
Yeah.
Loved it. I loved it. I said, I'm gonna come back and try to win. I'm only 18. I got second in the light heavies, and I was natural back then. And I was like, lineup was terrible. I mean, Josh Crozier won, but he was pretty good, but
Uh-huh.
terrible. Then I said, oh man, I gotta go to college. So I said, I'm just gonna grow in college, kind of live that bullshit, undisciplined life. Nothing crazy, but was like eating the Burger King and the Hardee's burgers and shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
And did the collegiates, got my ass beat 4th out of 4 at the collegiates. And I said, damn, I'm doing one more show because I'm not no last place motherfucker. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
bro, absolutely.
So at 20, either 26 or 27, I said, if I don't qualify, I'm done with bodybuilding. Like I'm fucking done. I was 26. So I started working out maybe like 15, 16. So I'm already 10 years of just banging and clanging, not really like
Yeah.
bodybuilding. And so I got second and I was like, all right, I didn't fucking win yet,
Okay.
but I got qualified. I took 2 more years off. I fucking won my first overall, but I didn't really beat nobody in the supers. It was my first time being a super.
Okay.
And I knew I wasn't developed as a super, but people go to North Americans, man, just try. And I'm like, hell no, I took another 2 years off. And then I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go for it if this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then I just so like fucking it took me like 13 years or 12 years to get on that national level stage, man.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's a cool way to go about it, man. I was rushed into doing my first couple nationals from, I had no business, but my coach, she was just like, "Yeah, just go do it. Just get, see where you're at, get your feet wet." It's a waste of money, bro. Save your money, man.
I mean, I didn't have the money, man. It was
You wasted time. Like, just take
you
it
know how it is.
slow, you know. I think Hunter probably he did it the most ideal way, I think, to do it. You know how obviously he's a freak, but like how he basically waited till he was like had a pro physique before he's like, all right, I'm gonna go do this now.
Dude, I was looking at Hunter yesterday, and I was talking to my client actually. He's like, "Man, I've been looking at the old Hunter stuff," and I said, "Let me pull it up, man. That kid is so dense, man.
Bruh,
He's so fucking gnarly dense, man.
his legs
He doesn't get a lot of.
right.
He always gets shit because bodybuilding is a pick apart the negatives. Always conditioning, always a little bit
Oh,
water. But like, let's highlight the fucking positives for a little bit. That guy's fucking legs are insane,
that's
bro.
insane, dude.
Quads, man. Thick quads,
I saw him
man.
the other day in Houston when I was down there with Brandon Martin, and
No, yeah.
he was up there training legs with what's his name, Tyler Neely, and yeah, just yeah,
That's a big dude too,
he's a
man.
big dude too,
He's like
man.
330 some shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, Hunter's just his legs are crazy, bro. Unreal.
Yeah. It's crazy how everybody in competitive bodybuilding who they're so focused on getting better. So it's picking apart the negatives to make them good. But
Yeah.
man, if you step back, dude, these guys incredible
Oh,
athletes,
impressive,
man.
man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like just I mean, even Brett and Martin right now look crazy too, man.
Yeah, that's how I just talked to, when you shared what Brett was doing, getting up and eating his food in the middle of the night, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Man, I used to do that, bro. I used to have to do a shake in the middle of the night." But I think that would be debated online. That would be
Oh,
what's
for sure.
more beneficial, getting your REM sleep or waking up and getting more calories in? And it's proof positive. You know, Brett, what he was men's physique, right?
He started in class.
Classic or
Yeah,
men's?
class.
Classic?
Yeah.
And he's
Pro.
became, regardless of Olympia placing, he's became one of the best bodybuilders in the world,
Yeah.
and that's the method it took for him to demand morph to adapt to a new homeostasis for his body through nutrition. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know how you get guys who are, I'm gonna have this 270-pound off season, and they get to 240 and they're done. And it's like, well, damn, brother, it wasn't gonna be fucking easy to put 30 pounds of beef on your fucking body. You know what I mean?
Man. No. I'm
So,
talking
but that lights me up, man. It fires me up.
I'm talking to somebody, this isn't no offense, he's new-ish, well, he's new to competing, he's been bodybuilding for a while, right? But he's like, "Yeah, it's taking me so long, you know, I'm 41 years old, whatever, it's taking me a really long time to put size on. I'm still, you know, not there." He's like 6'3".
Shit, we ain't ever gonna be there, big dog. We
But
ain't ever gonna be there.
yeah, but he's like, I was like,
You know,
"What'd your food get up to last off season?" He's like, "I had like 5,200 calories." I'm like, "Well, I need more, bro. Like that's the 52. I can eat 5,200 calories and fuck my fucking eyes closed every day. You know what I mean? Like that's
it,
not. They eat more. I
more in bodybuilding is what you want until you go to a fucking extreme.
yeah,
But when you got to remember, man, we got different personalities in bodybuilding. Extremes for you and me are different for extremes from
absolutely,
Joe that wants to do it after he gets off from work. So,
absolutely,
you know, but if you're going hard and you're pushing the body,
yeah,
you know what I'm trying to relay there. It's,
yeah,
I don't like your guy 6'3", maybe eat 7,000 calories. You know, oh, I don't know if I can do that. Well, if you don't think you can do that, then that's predetermined that you're not going to
that you're
fucking do
not
that.
gonna do it, brother.
So, but if you say, I'm lining my shit up every day, I got these meals and if it takes me an hour to get this fucking meal down, I'm
Absolutely,
going through chemical enhancement,
yeah,
through nutrition, and through all the structure of life we talk about with training. I'm going to create enough stimulus on my body and give the body enough recovery tools to morph, to fucking build.
yeah.
I think that is a lost art of bodybuilding, man.
I think
You know,
just pushing the basics is a lost part of bodybuilding, man. I think,
yeah,
especially, you know, and again, you almost can't blame these people with how much different information is out there and how
I'll be lost, bro. I'll be lost, man.
coaches are like making their brand and making, you know, building their coaching services off of sounding fucking smart. Like when it comes to
Yeah.
training and stuff, bro, it's like nobody knows what to do. Oh man, maybe I should do too much fatigue. Oh shit.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
I need to increase my frequency and do fucking biceps on my quad day and all this crazy stuff. And it's like,
Yo, it's why, bro. What do you think whenever someone says, "Hey, bro, you look at my split." Yeah, yeah, no problem. And they say, I train legs and back." And you're like, "What do you mean you
how?
train legs and back on the same day?" Like, yo, I like to do legs and then I finish off with some width. You really think
I,
that width workout is building tissue? It's volume. It's putting blood to volumize tissue. Like, you really think that's what's damaging and recreating new growth? Like, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. But we're talking about guys who are wanting to develop a competitive physique. You don't hear the guys at the top being like,
no,
they've already built their muscle. They have the muscle to play the game with.
no,
They put 15 years, they created that motherfucking player and
yeah,
they go into
yeah.
work. But man, you want to build tissue, man. You gotta really, really be dialed in, you know?
It's hard, man. Putting on
Yeah.
muscle, adding muscle is not easy, bro. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen overnight. Not everybody gains 10, 20 pounds of tissue a year. It's not how it is, but like
A,
the
a
muscle
five,
is
a,
earned.
a five, a 5 to 6 pound of tissue with perfect execution, pushing the envelope with
Yeah,
PEDs. That's a good fucking year for
that's
the
right here.
average person, dude.
Yeah, it's a great.
5 pounds of think about taking 5 pounds of 96 4 ground beef and just kind of sticking it on your body.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's a lot of fucking red meat, brother. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But it comes with I don't know, bro. I'm not saying you got to fucking barbell row and all this stuff like that, but like
No, we
sometimes
speak in the same language, bro.
fancy gyms and you know you train in. I like the gym you train in. What is it? What's the name of the gym you train in?
I train at Pump House in North Myrtle Beach, and I train at East Coast Barbell in Conway. I train at 2 gyms.
Yeah, okay, so I like those gyms. They look cool, but like I think sometimes these new machines are yeah they're nice, but like they make people lazy, man. They make
Yeah,
people lazy.
guilty,
Yeah,
guilty.
there you
You
go.
know,
You know, yeah,
guilty.
absolutely.
Gotta be able to call yourself on your own shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Guilty as fuck.
yeah. I get it, bro. There's these like when I'm tired these days like this when I'm tired and like I don't the last thing I want to do is go pick up a 150-pound dumbbell and try to press it, bro, and do it for 3
Yeah.
sets. Like,
And I'm gonna cut you off right there because I have to say this or I wouldn't feel like I'm a friend to you.
yeah,
There will be a time
yeah,
where that is not necessary for you.
you're right.
You know,
You're absolutely
there's a time to, hey Chris, I need to put another 10, 15 pounds on like we talked about.
yeah, yeah.
I need to fill the limbs out. And when you're 285, bro,
You're
I
good.
promise you, the stimulus you need to maintain tissue as opposed to build tissue,
Two different.
there'll be a time, and I just want to put that out there that, hey, you're wise enough and you're mature enough to know when that time is. But that doesn't mean that, hey, I still want to T-bar, barbell row, dumbbell row, bench press, cut the weight in half, higher reps. That tissue's not going
Yeah,
anywhere, bro.
absolutely.
I
Well, like,
I
look,
promise you.
like Nick Walker, bro. I mean, I know we brought him up earlier, but that's a great example.
Yeah.
I mean, he was shoulder pressing 200-pound dumbbells back in the day. He didn't do that at all anymore. There's no reason. He's got no reason to.
But if he does 110s and he takes out all the inertia. So like at that point, so when you're
Yeah,
training the way we do, you do have that stretch shortening cycle within the muscle bellies, tendons, ligaments. But once you have the volumization, the actual created muscle tissue to stimulate that, you don't need to be bouncing out of the joint and stuff like that. Then
you're
it
right.
does become a longevity. I am only speaking from this because I have a lot of regrets of what I did when I was younger
Yeah,
because of the simple mindset of I was so narrow. I'm just going to outwork people. I'm going to train harder, and training harder meant take a 200-pound dumbbell and do it for 20 reps or whatever, as opposed to, nah, Chris, you're 285 pounds, 290 pounds. This weight will mature. Your body has felt this size. I don't need to be a 310-pound guy at 5'8". You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I need to drop this weight down. Now I can volumize the tissue with, say, 120, 130-pound dumbbells. On a good day, I feel good. Let's take the 150s. And now, then, when you get to that point of your career,
uh,
you do have to worry about like volume within training and et cetera, fatigue. But
yeah.
man, that's the one thing that I wish I was more aware of when I was younger. Of like, damn, bro, you put on in the gym, pull it back now. Let's bodybuild a little bit. You know what I mean?
Bro, yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah,
There's definitely time and place for it. I think as you're coming up, though, you gotta hold off on it. You gotta do the hard stuff as you're coming up. You
for
know.
sure. You have to, and you got to do the hard shit when it's not so comfortable. Like fucking
Yeah,
3 weeks out, 675. What's it going to be?
yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
I I guarantee you, I know one motherfucker's back that's going to be dug out. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah,
And it didn't come easy. So
yeah,
that's what's up, man.
yeah. But yeah, shit, bro, we're at past an hour, man. That was quick. That was quick.
Shit.
I knew
Clip, clip
I
it,
feel like we could.
clip it, post it. Let's get the fuck out of here,
I know
man.
we could run this thing for 3 hours, but we'll have more episodes of just us, and maybe we'll do a third guest or something. But we'll
Fuck
figure it
yeah,
out.
man.
But yeah, bro, I appreciate you coming on, Chris.
Appreciate you. You let me come on to talk the
Yeah.
shit, man.
I'll see you down here in face to face in a few days, man.
Wednesday, bro. I'm trying. Might seem like I'm chill, but I'm
Yeah.
in the inside, I'm screaming, man. I
Yeah.
can't wait
Just what
I can't wait to learn from you, man. I can't wait to
oh man.
absorb, your energy and
Yes.
really, really dive into, man, this guy has created something crazy,
Hell
to
yeah.
see where you came from and to see where you're going, bro. It's
Yeah.
an honor to be a part of, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, I appreciate you, bro. And I was laughing to myself earlier because I'm the same way. This will we operate so similar, man. Is you were texting me your grocery list, bro. Of like what you're gonna need. I'm like, this motherfucker is already. It's like, but I'm the same way, dude.
And
I'm gonna make sure like that's the first thing if I'm going anywhere. Hey, do I got a microwave? What do I got? Do I got stuff to cook food?
yeah,
Where's the grocery store at? Da da da.
I
But
I divvied out all my fucking cream rice and oatmeal. And I
uh,
was like, damn. I was like, I don't really want to pack my rice cooker. Surely the guy in this motherfucker got a rice cooker,
I
you
got
know?
a good little rice cooker. I got rice cooker. I got the Ninja air fryer. I got pressure cooker.
Yeah.
We got
I'll tell you this, man. It was funny, bro. I gotta share this. So
yeah,
this morning, I got in that zone, bro. I just got on cardio. I don't have no clients on Saturday morning. So I was,
yeah,
texting you and I said, damn, I just fucking overstepped, like telling Pete because I was little. So I called Garrett and Garrett was like, bro, I'm sleeping. Like, what the fuck do you want? I was like, bro, pick the phone up, call me back. It's urgent.
yeah,
So I called him and he's like, what's up, man? I said, man, Pete's gonna win. He's like, Chris, go there and just fucking bodybuild
yeah,
and chill the fuck out. And I was like, I get so passionate, man, that I gotta,
bro.
I gotta pull that back.
Yeah,
I gotta pull that back. But I'm looking forward to training with you. I'm looking forward to the cardio. Looking forward to the drive to the gym.
it'd
Just
be
to,
fun, man.
and it's like, bro, like you said, there's gonna be days where you're just like, "What's up, Chris?" That's it. I understand. Ain't a word need to be spoken. I get it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I was the same fucking way, man.
yeah.
But I just I had to give a shout out to Garrett, man, because Garrett, he talked me down. He's like, bro,
There's good
just let's
people. He came. I saw him last week, and he came down for my little birthday deal. And him and his wife is crazy to say, but yeah, him and his wife, they're good people, man. So that's he's another good
awesome.
dude. We'll have to have him on here, bro. Us three would be a good time.
Garrett is as cool as can be, man. He's
Yeah,
a good dude. Good
absolutely,
dude.
absolutely.
Well,
So,
Shay, I got to run, Big
all
Pete.
right, big dog. I appreciate you, Chris.